Hello everyone, this is Dr.Syamala from the Department of MBA International Business Management, Acharya Nagarjuna University. Coming to today's session, we are going to learn about top management style. Okay, this is a part of HRD competencies. In previous classes, we have learned about HRD competencies. Under HRD competencies, we have learned 5 dimensions. Okay, so under those 5 dimensions, this is the third one. Okay, previously we have learned about HRD competencies regarding the HRD staff, regarding line managers. Okay, and the third aspect under HRD competencies is top management style. Okay, so top management style plays important role in the organization. Okay, top management frames the policies. Decision making is in the hands of the top management only. If at all, top management plays a significant role in the organization. Okay, definitely organization is going to perform effectively and efficiently. And whenever the top management uh, follows the developmental styles in management, okay, then it leads to the employee development, and at the end of the day it leads to the organizational performance and effectiveness. Okay, so here employee retention and attrition rates depends upon the style of the manager. Okay, the management style that is followed by the managers of the key departments, or else the top level management. So we have different management styles. We know different management styles like autocratic type, bureaucratic type, democratic type, participative type, laissez-faire type. Okay, so likewise different management styles will be there in the organizations. Okay, but it depends upon what management style do the organization is following. Okay, because if at all the organization is following a democratic type or else a participative type of management style in the organization, definitely it supports the employee. Okay, definitely it enhances the productivity of the employee. Okay, it means that the employees here are free to explain their views and opinions in the organization. Employees shares their views regarding decision making in organization, regarding objectives of the organization, regarding policies of the organization. Okay, so if at all the management follows different developmental styles of organization, means definitely there will be a positive performance in the organization. Okay, so employee retention or else the degree of effectiveness of employee depends upon the style that is following by the organization. Okay, so here therefore, developmental style of managers as a culture of organization plays a significant role in an organization which is more effective and more productive, both for the employee and also the employer also. Okay, so if at all the employee is in a productive stage, means definitely it reflects on the performance and effectiveness of the organization. Okay, so under developmental styles. Okay, so what will be the aspects regarding those developmental styles? Because in each and every type of management style, okay, certain aspects will be involved. Okay, like decision making, goal setting, managing the mistakes, managing conflicts, rewards and recognition, conducting meetings, policy formulation, communication, teamwork, top management, self-renewing team. Okay, so here under HRD scorecard, these aspects were considered regarding the top management style. Okay, so how these aspects are going to be assessed or else ascertained by the HRD auditor. Okay, so what is the method of assessment on these aspects? Okay, so what is the method of assessment means through questionnaire, through observation, through secondary data, interviews, collective assessment, ascertainment of the performance will be done by the HRD auditor. Okay, so for questionnaire there will be a standard questionnaire questions in order to know about the management style of organization. Okay, likewise through observation also, HRD auditor, he will observe the surroundings in the organization. He will observe how the views and opinions are being exchanged in the employees, within the employees. How are the relations maintained between the superiors and seniors? Okay, through observation, HRD auditor can analyze which type of management style is there in the organization. Similarly, secondary data is nothing but the manuals, the records of the organization. Okay, on each and every aspect there will be a written documents in the departments. Okay, so through observing those departments, for example, if we see decision making on a certain aspect. Okay, so in decision making, both superiors and subordinates are involved or not. Okay, likewise how many people have been involved in that decision making process. Okay, likewise definitely a data will be there regarding any policy or procedure in the organization, so that data will be useful for the HR auditor. Okay, so through that he can ascertain that do the organization is giving some significant role in decision making process to the employees. Okay, likewise interviews, so interviews will be asked, interview questions will be asked by the HRD auditor through the top level management to the persons, to the top level managers. Okay, and likewise collective assessment. So collective assessment is nothing but who are the members of the top level management. Collectively an assessment will also be done by the HRD auditor, not only personally. Okay, so as a collective assessment also to, by the top level management people, assessment will be done by the HRD auditor. Okay, so likewise the method of assessment will be done in each and every aspect, as we seen here: decision making, goal setting, managing mistakes, and each and every aspect. Okay, so under each and every aspect we see decision making, goal setting, managing mistakes. Likewise, each and every aspect here assessment will be done. Okay, so depending on the management styles that managers are following in the organization, assessment will be done on different methods and give ratings. Okay, ratings are points who are using mostly developmental style, because nowadays it is giving high positive effect. Okay, developmental style is giving high positive effect. Okay, so here HRD auditor will see do developmental style is following in the organization by the employers. Okay, now how HR auditor gives points or ratings. Okay, so points will be given. Okay, like highly used, okay, mostly used, some managers use, not used. HR auditor questions top level management on different styles of dimensions. Okay, so here rating will be given or else points will be given depending upon the degree of usage. Okay, so degree of usage of all the above said aspects, like decision making or else many aspects were involved. Okay, so if at all highly used, mostly used, okay, or else some managers only use that type of management style. Likewise, so depending upon the degree of usage of the style of management, here points will be given by the HRD auditor. Okay, now coming to see here different styles of dimensions. Okay, so dimensions are, first one, style dimension. Okay, so what aspects will come under the style dimension? So under style dimension, the interview questions will be, what are the interview questions? Okay, so how do they take decisions? How many of them take decisions? What is the impact of using developmental style? Okay, likewise, questions will be asked by the HRD auditor, okay, to the top level management. So decisions will be taken, we all know decisions will be taken by only the top level management. Okay, but on what basis decisions are taken? Do those decisions align with the organizational objectives or not? Okay, likewise, how many people were involved in taking those decisions, and what is the impact of using the particular developmental style in taking those decisions? Okay, because uh, to implement certain policies or procedures, okay, by the organization, so in some aspects they have to use their authoritative type of developmental style. Okay, or else in some aspects participative type of style should be used. Okay, likewise, what is the impact of using developmental style? How do the employees react to the type of style that is followed by the top level management? Okay, so likewise, style dimension, under style dimension, HRD auditor will ask different type of questions. Okay, likewise, if we see goal setting, so under goal setting, what were the questions that are asked, going to be asked by the HRD auditor? Okay, so under goal setting, how do they set the goals? How many of them set goals? What is the impact of goals? Okay, so how many use coercive or authoritarian style? Okay, so these will be the questions regarding the goal setting. Okay, why? Because goal setting is very very important in departments. So those goals or objectives should align with organizational objectives also. Okay, here they have to give importance to employees, at the same time organization also. So alignment of goals should be there on employee side and also the organizational side. So on what basis top level management set goals? Why? Because some organizations may be more concerned towards people, some organizations may be more concerned towards productivity. Okay, so we know that organizations regarding concern to people, concern to productivity. So which organizations are concerned to people means definitely there will be an alignment, major alignment of goals and objectives with individual goals and organizational goals. Okay, so definitely they will lead to the development of the employees and at the same time organizational development also. So here questions will be asked by the HRD auditor regarding how do they set goals. Okay, likewise, how many of them set goals? Because many people will be involved in the top level management. So who are the key people who will set the goals or objectives? Okay, likewise, after setting of the goals, what is the impact of goals? Okay, so do the goals achieve? Maturity of goals are done or not will be observed by the HRD auditor. Likewise, how many use coercive or authoritarian style of management in the organization? Okay, so forcefully using, forcefully applying the power on the employees. Okay, or else are they following any authoritarian style of management? Because authoritarian means definitely here the employees at any cost they should listen to the organization, to the management, higher level management. So depending upon all these aspects, okay, HRD auditor will ascertain the points, give the ratings to the organization. Okay, and coming to managing mistakes. So what are managing mistakes means? How the organization is going to consider the mistakes, because we are in third aspect regarding the competencies, HRD competencies. So if at all, if we want to increase the competencies of employees, means definitely the mistakes that were done by the employees, how the organization is going to treat those employees. Okay, so how managing of mistakes is going to be done in the organization. Okay, how top level management manage the mistakes, how many of them manage the mistakes. Okay, so how do they manage and how many of them manage, and what will be the impact of not using developmental style? Because not using developmental style means it is not of democratic or participative type of style, means definitely there will be a coercion on the employees. Coercion is nothing but giving punishments regarding the mistakes that they have done. Okay, so in learning process definitely there will be mistakes. Okay, so if at all the organization consider those mistakes, means definitely it will lead to the effectiveness of the organization. But if at all there is any forceful punishments has been given to those people, means so definitely the people or else the employees will not try to learn new aspects in the organizations, because due to the fear of mistakes. Okay, so they will not try to take new steps. Okay, so all these will be analyzed by the HRD auditor. Okay, so coming to another one, managing the conflicts. Okay, so how do these conflicts will be managed by the top level management? Okay, so in order to resolve the conflicts, definitely there should be a good communication between the superiors and subordinates, between different levels of management. Okay, so how they are going to resolve those conflicts in the organization? Do they have any team members in the organization? Okay, do they have any teams who will encourage to sort out those conflicts in the organization? What is the style of management that is going to be followed in order to resolve those conflicts? Okay, or else what is the leadership style that is going to be followed by the organizations? Okay, and how do they manage those conflicts? Okay, so all these aspects will be considered by the HRD auditor. Okay, and another aspect regarding top level management is so rewards and recognition. So this is also how rewards and recognition will be given to the employees. On what basis rewards and recognition will be given to the employees? Whether on seniority basis or else whether on their capabilities and potentialities, on their education. Okay, likewise on what basis the top level management is going to reward the employees, and at the same time recognition of the employee is also how it is going to be recognize the employees in the organization. Okay, through monetary aspects or else through non-monetary aspects, by giving promotions to the employees, how it is going to recognize the employees in the organization. Okay, so what is the basis? Okay, likewise do the organizations in top level management, okay, allows the employees for learning and development? Okay, do it really encourages the employees in the aspect of learning? Okay, or else because it is also a recognition for the employee. Why? Because if at all the person shows more skills regarding his work, means definitely the organizations give should provide some facilities to those particular employee in many ways, like sending him to training, okay, outside training, or else providing him like training facilities. Okay, likewise, and another one is basis of giving rewards and recognition, impact of rewards and recognition. If at all the rewards and recognition culture is there in the organization. So what will be the impact in the employees, okay, by giving those rewards and recognition? Are they really the employees satisfied with those rewards and recognition? Because some employees may not feel that for their work, for their skills, it is the reward given by the organization is not worth, okay. Likewise, uh, the questions will be asked by the HRD auditor, okay, to the top level management. Now coming to another aspect, conducting meetings, okay. So why conducting meetings means, so continuously conducting meetings in the organization or else in the departments means they will enhance the learning capabilities of the employees, okay. So meetings means definitely those meetings will be regarding the policies and procedures of the organization, and at the same time it will those meetings may be related to the enhancement of the work performance of the employees also, okay. So do organization is conducting the meetings, so the meetings may be daily meetings, weekly meetings, monthly meetings, quarter meetings, okay, annual meetings, regular meetings, periodical meetings. So different meetings will be conducted in an organization, okay. So what type of meetings were conducted by the organizations, it will be asked by the HRD auditor. And do they invite persons from outside the organization, okay, for giving um, a speech to the employees in the organization, or else any personal development programs will be conducted in order to enhance the personality development of the employees, okay. Or else in those meetings, how do they communicate the organizational policies and procedures in those meetings, okay. Do the circulars will be sent to each and every employee in the organization or not, okay, by conducting those meetings? Do employees learn anything or not, okay. Likewise, feedback from the employees will also be taken by the organizations or not. Why? Because they have to know, by conducting a meeting means at the end of the day, do the employees receive the what is communicated, okay, so effectively or not, okay. So these are the questions that are asked by the HRD auditor. Coming to policy formulation. So what are policy formulations? Means, so policies are formulated by the top level management only. Okay. So HRD auditor will ask, okay, uh, who are the policy makers in the organization? Because in top level management only few key people only makes the policies and procedures of the organization. So who are those policy makers, okay, and do those policies align with the organizational goals and objectives or not? Do the policies are in positive affected to the employee or not? Because policies should be framed in such a way that both employee and employer should be benefited from those policies, okay. So are policies framed to encourage the learning policies in the organization? How many of them involve in those policy makings, and what is the impact of policies in the organization, okay. If at all a policy is made in an organization means definitely how the employees are reacted to those policies, or else how the stakeholders of the organization reacted to those policies. Do those policies benefited to the organization or not, okay. So this will be seen by the HRD auditor. Coming to communication. So we all know that communication is a flow of information between the people, or else here between the departments in the organization. So here which type of communication is followed by the organization? Is it no, top to bottom, or else bottom to top communication, that is upward communication or downward communication. Okay, means we all know upward communication means lower level management may are free to communicate with the top level management, or else only upward to downward means only top level management will communicate. Okay, there is no uh, lower level to upper level management communication is there. Okay, so likewise, through the type of the flow of communication, HRD auditor will ascertain, okay, how the organization policies would be. And coming to under communication only, do the culture of open communication system exist or not? Open communication system is nothing but employees are free to express their views and opinions on the state of affairs of the organization. Okay, so if at all there is open communication means any level of management employee uh, is free to express their views and opinions to their superiors. Okay, so here open communication exists means definitely it is giving importance to the employees also. Okay, so do it exist or not? Do they have continuous communication with the employees or not? Okay, so if there is no continuous communication means definitely it is following a top to bottom level, bottom flow of communication. Okay, so here likewise he can assess if there is a continuous communication whenever necessary means definitely there is a free flow of communication between the superior and the subordinate in the organization. Okay, likewise another aspect is a teamwork. So regarding teamwork also, do the top level management encourages the type of teamwork? Okay, teamwork is nothing but here there will be no discrimination between superiors and subordinates, both of them together work for the enhancement of the organization and also individually. Okay, so is there a culture of teamwork in the organization or not? Do superiors work along with subordinates in a friendly manner or not? Okay, and also who will represent those teams? Okay, do organizations set any roles, uh, um, any role models in the organizations or not? Why? Because they will lead the other followers, or else they will lead the subordinates in order to perform well in the organization. So in that aspect, do the management, top level management, take steps, okay, for creating teams in the organization? Okay, likewise self renewing team. Okay, so what does self renewing team means? Is it the top level management is having a culture of assessing their own uh, capabilities? Okay, like self renewing team, what are the methods that are following to assess their self renewing? Okay, so what were the methods that are followed in order to assess their performance? Okay, or else likewise these 360-degree feedback exist in the organization or not? So 360-degree feedback means in all aspects, okay, feedback will be taken by the top level management. Okay, so do that culture exist in this organization or not? Okay, or else how this impact of self renewing team is going to be done? So if at all if at all they find any flaws in the self renewing team means, do they take any actions, okay, in order to improvise their self renewing team? So what is the impact by assessing the self renewing team? So these questions will be asked by the HRD auditor. Okay, so this is about the top management style. Okay, so all these aspects will be seen by the HRD auditor. Okay, and he is going to assess, okay, and ascertain the points regarding all these aspects, because all these aspects leads to the competencies of employees in the organization. Because if at all there is a decision making power, participation of decision making power, there is a managing mistakes, okay, managing the conflicts, giving rewards and recognition to the employees. Okay, and while formulating the policies also, if at all employees are considered, conducting while conducting meetings, if at all those meetings gives a learning aspects, learning updates to the employees or not, how is the communication in the organization, how is the teamwork in the organization. So all these will be definitely, if at all they are executed properly in the organization, means all these will be considered as competencies, organizations competencies. Okay, definitely all these will lead to the organizational performance and organizational effectiveness. So HRD auditor finally assess all these aspects, do all these aspects were followed in the organization or not. Okay, so if at all there is if at all the organization is not following certain aspects, means definitely it has to restructure again those aspects in the organization for effectiveness of organization. Okay, so this is about the third concept under HRD competencies, top management style. Okay.